Hey guys, welcome to another Doom Raid video. This time we're doing the bio section, and of course you're going to want the Symbiotes. They're the only team we had going into this. However, that boss node is a real pain in the neck. We'll get into how to do that unselfishly to help your teammates make sure you get further on into the raid. So we'll start with the team itself. Talking about my Symbiotes, I'm looking at a 645 power Symbiotes. We got 6 red, 7 yellow Scream, level 3 Striker. They're all G15 guys, because when I finished Dark Dimension 4, I brought them all up. Venom, 5 red, 7 yellow, level 3 Striker. Carnage, 4 red, 7 yellow, level 3 Skirmisher. Symbiote Spider-Man, 6 red, 6 yellow, level 5 Skirmisher for that extra focus. And Anti-Venom, 4 red, 6 yellow, level 3 Striker. So let's get into it. Nothing special about this first node, guys. You have the... It's sad, but you can get RNG out of this. If Captain Marvel and Deadpool choose the same target, you could get screwed. So we go ahead and we load up the Captain Marvel, because if you load up anybody else, there's a chance she's going to taunt, and you're not going to be able to steal all those buffs with your Anti-Venom. So you see there's a good chance if Captain Marvel had chosen Venom there, or if Deadpool had chosen Carnage, and just the way those bounces worked, it could have been really hairy. Miss Marvel bleeds out. Put the ability block on Ronin. The ads sound cool, but they're just not necessary, so who cares? And we'll start working on the Squirrel Girl so she doesn't hit her ultimate. And get our energy back with Anti-Venom. Squirrel Girl bleeds out. The beautiful part about this node is you don't have to hold your cooldowns. You can go ahead and use all of them if you want. The next node there's a Greg, so you can really abuse that mechanic to get your speed, get all your cooldowns back up. I'll use a couple abilities here, but nothing too crazy because there is a chance of timeout on that second node if you're just too busy killing Gregs the whole time. There you go, get a bunch of people low. Gonna stop the Captain Marvels from doing anything here. Get that speed up off Proxima. Yeah, just start picking them apart. We'll get on to the second node. Cable goes down, Strafe will be next. Without the rest of the Marauders, Strafe is nowhere near as scary as we think he should be, because we're just so used to being him with the Marauders. There you go, both of them will bleed out. Got all their cooldowns back up. We'll go to that second node ready to go, even though it's not super necessary. So we're going to go ahead, splash onto a Greg there, do the same with the next 2 abilities, and splash over here. In hindsight, I like to ultimate the Electro now, try and get those speed slows down earlier. Still would have killed the Greg no matter where he's at, but this is fine. You see we're killing a bunch of Gregs. We're going to try and spread the slow to Jessica Jones, because Venom has pretty good focus. It doesn't take, that's okay. We try again with Symbiote Spider-Man being level 5 Skirmisher. It also doesn't take, that's okay. We just gotta make sure we kill this Jessica Jones before she does her second turn special. You see we start focusing on her a little bit. We want to wait until we have a offense down out there. I think I play this match pretty herpy-derpy. I have many chances to set up the Scream Anti-Venom combo, and I just choose not to for some reason. Get a lucky defense down on Jessica Jones, which is nice. We throw that basic out there for some reason. There's our offense down. We'll steal that from Jessica Jones now, and our team is ready to start killing people. We stop Taskmaster from having his offense up, which is cool. You see I didn't splash onto the Taskmaster there only because it probably would have also killed the Hela, and I want to keep her around a little bit longer so I can feed off the Greg more. You really want Hela to be like second, maybe third last to die on this wave, just so you have the option to keep eating these Gregs up. It's going to set you up for the next wave, and setting you up for the next wave is going to let you go into the next node ready to go, which is ultimately the most important thing. So there we go, there goes Electro. We didn't do much work to the Riot Guard over there, but that's okay. He's not too imposing. He will get his taunt up, and then we're going to break through him. There go those two, there go those two. And now we have the next wave. So we're going to have Jessica Jones, Electro, Scream, and Carnage drop in, and shortly after that Falcon's going to drop in. I'm going to stun the Electro here. Just don't want her to ult, I don't want those offense downs. Falcon comes in after the fact, because of course he would. I don't know why Scopely programs it that way. It's to make it more difficult, but I wish they wouldn't. You get offense down over there. We'll steal it, turn it into offense up, and we'll take care of the rest of this node, no problem. That's a mistake I just made using that ultimate there. You'll see on the boss node I don't have it up. You want to have that up going into the boss node. You see I turned with my Carnage onto the Scream. I was hoping he would actually bounce to the JJ and spread the slow, even though there's no chance that would happen with the defense up. But it is what it is. Do a bunch of damage to them. We're going to ultimate here, take out the Falcon and the Electro. That's cool, we get a bunch of speed. I've now decided that it's no longer worth it to try and kill JJ. Let's just kill these two Symbiotes, which we'll do before she gets her special off, so no problem. You know, you'll take a lot of damage if you don't have defense up. Even at my power level of like 115k tunes, the Carnage ultimate really tears you apart. So there they go. Now we just have JJ left. And we'll take her apart, no problem. Won't land many debuffs, but that's okay. In fact, we'll land no debuffs, I guess. It is what it is, guys. Jessica Jones' resist is off the charts. You're going to have a bunch of level 5 skirmishers if you want to land anything on her, which you will for these boss nodes. Changing gears, we're going to go over to the mini-boss in my new lane. And the strategy I started implementing, which is allowing me to one-shot this, to survive it, actually, is I get the strip on him from the two skirmishers going back-to-back. I turn meter, rewind the Doctor Strange. I steal the speed up and the dodge from the Drax, who I stunned. Jessica Jones gets really close to taking us out, but we'll get a bunch of heals from this. And this is the most important part. I ability block Doctor Strange, so no wins of a tune. My next moves are to kill Jessica Jones before she takes her second turn. I did get a lucky slow on her. I get a little selfish, trying to spread things to her. I should just be attacking her straight up. Get the offense down on her. That doesn't really do us any favors because we already used the anti-venom ultimate to keep ourselves alive. Let's spread a bunch of stuff here. It's good. It spreads to her. I'm going to kill this Jessica Jones, and I'm going to go over and kill Doctor Strange. Now, one thing I will mention moving forward into this node is whenever I see a Negasonic take a turn and Symbiote Spider-Man goes shortly after, if Symbiote Spider-Man's ult is up, I'm going to use that on the Negasonic. The reason for that is it stops her passive, she stops getting barrier, and you actually have the ability to kill her. This node, if you survive that opening assault, it's really not that bad. It's just the timeout from the two Negasonics with their giant shields taking 0 damage from your 650k team. Super annoying Scopely, way to go. I know you want to frustrate us, but you have to do it every single place of the game. So we have an Electro and Graviton to deal with. Both of their ults are pretty bad against Symbiotes. We don't want to get stunned and we don't want to get offense down. Turn our attention to them. Electro is the weaker of the two and she does more damage. I think the offense up on the team is worse than just a single stun. But you see Negasonic just took a turn. Symbiote Spider-Man's coming up. He's got stun. Let's go ahead and throw that out there. And let's take this Negasonic down while we have the chance. Get the offense down. I know Anti-Venom's ult is now up. We'll steal a bunch of debuffs. and we will secure some big win on this node. Killing a Negasonic this early is a big win on this node. There you go. We kill 2 targets. Graviton's pretty low. You'll see I waste this move here, this turn meter rewind. I don't know why I felt it necessary to rewind them. I should have saved it for this wave, obviously, with the Squirrel Girl and the Falcon. They're problematic against Symbiotes. Instead, what we have to do now is I have to race to kill the Squirrel Girl and the Falcon before either of them special, right? Both their specials are bad. Luckily, we had the anti-venom, sorry, not the anti-venom, the regular venom ability block up. So that's going to stop Squirrel Girl from cleansing everything. And we just want to kill her and then kill Falcon before he does his special. Get a bunch of speed meter along the way, which is going to help facilitate that. She's going to get real close to dying here. Take her turn right away so that defense up is going to drop. And Symbiote Spider-Man will finish both of those 2 on the far right off. So I have a minute left and I have a full life Negasonic. This is bad. It almost takes a full minute to kill her alone. So you're going to see I really got to target her and I just got to throw the whole kitchen sink at her. You'll also see the screen at some point is going to rotate. I'm sorry, I had somebody knock at the door and that's me running up the stairs to go get him. There'll be a little bit of dead time because at some point along the way I turned auto off, unfortunately. Symbiote Spider-Man should have specialed on the Mordo to get bleeds everywhere. This is a bunch of dead time, unfortunately, plus the flip coming in, I think. And apparently 2 defense downs on the Negasonic, so one of them is a phantom debuff. But now we hit auto, and we're going to tunnel out the Negasonic just because of how her barrier works. You see, every time we take a turn, she gets insane barrier. It's so stupid. Just stop it with the shenanigans, please. Us buying raid energies is not going to happen. Not for 90% of the population of the game. So we got 20 seconds left. It's not looking good for us, but a offensed up Carnage goes in there, does huge damage. Lucky for us, we start taking people out. I think we end this with like 7 seconds left or something like that. There you go. That's a pretty big win. That's the mini boss. It's nice that I can now one-shot that. It helps with energy. And here comes the real challenge, the boss node. Admittedly, I didn't do this very well. I did set it up for Mo enough that he was able to go in there and finish it. I don't get any more shots at this lane because I'm now in the other lane because I can one-shot the skill node, the skill boss node. But if you are in this lane, it's very important on this setup, just like the last node setup, is I want to load up Doctor Strange with debuffs, and then I want to put offense down on the Negasonic. Now, for sure, it's going to hit Doctor Strange just because of the way the ability works and because of the way they're positioned. If you put the offense down directly on Strange, there's a chance it goes over to the Vision side, and you don't get the offense down on the Negasonic ult, and she absolutely crushes you. So you see now I have offense up on my Symbiote Spider-Man. In hindsight, what I would like to do is I would like to throw the stun out here. I want to get that slow. I don't really care about extending things. That's issue number 1. Now Scream's going to turn meter rewind. That's great. We land the slow on Jessica Jones, so that kind of makes up for our past blunder. You see, I didn't have the spread ready for Venom on that turn. Now, if I did, I would have spread off the Ghost Rider. That would have been really good. It's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and stun Negasonic. Mistake number 2, guys. She already used her ultimate. I should have thrown that at, like, Colossus, because he's going to taunt. I'm not going to kill the JJ before the taunt. Cleanse goes out. I still recover from it a bit and do a little bit more work on the node, but not enough. But guys, here's what the point of me showing this. It's the one node I can't one-shot, or at least I don't think I can one-shot, even knowing what I know now. Going in to set it up for somebody else is a good thing. Being a good teammate is a good thing. When you do that, you want to kill Doctor Strange, Jessica Jones, Scarlet Witch, Ghost Rider. If you get the chance to kill more, you want to kill Electro, Squirrel Girl, Falcon. Okay? If Squirrel Girl and Falcon drop in, and through turn meter manipulation, slows, whatever, Squirrel Girl and Falcon are going to special at the same time, you might as well force close the game, because you've just introduced an unwinnable match to whoever goes in after you. If only one of them is going to special, you're fine. Communicate with your teammate who's going to special so they know to stun that person. I assume most people are coming to this node fully loaded from the nodes prior, right? Anyway, with that said, here we go. Make a couple big mistakes here. The main one, so you see I'm going to kill the Electro, or at least I think I'm going to kill the Electro. I try and let bleeds do the job that I should have forced to finish. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Symbiote Spider-Man is about to have his ult up. I definitely should have used the Symbiote special on Graviton, finished the Electro, done a bunch of damage, got more speed meter, and then I could have stunned the Squirrel Girl and taken her out for my teammate. That's not what happens. Because of that, I'm going to die. It is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I'd get you better footage, but I'm just not in this lane anymore. Maybe I'll ask a friend to switch. Again, I put the ultimate on the Negasonic. I guess I'm at this point, which was weeks ago, I guess I was still just afraid of the Negasonics. But you see Electro does her thing. I lose Scream, my anti-venom stunned, plus in the deep red, I'm just absolutely screwed at this point. You see at this point, I like actively decide not to kill the Electro, and that's because I know this is just me setting up the next person now. So here we go. The last thing I would have wanted is to drop in Squirrel Girl and mess with things up and just have it unwinnable. So you see I'm pausing the game because I'm trying to gauge what cooldowns are looking where. I'm going to communicate that with Mo. I have offense down. I know this isn't going to kill her, but it's going to get her closer to being one-shot by Mo when he gets in. That's cool. I back out. I'm going to go talk to Mo now. I'm going to tell him everything he needs to know before he gets in there. That's very important. Be a good teammate. I see Mo's attacking. I see I did a pitiful 5 mil, but here we go. Hey Mo, Squirrel Girl, and Falcon, Falcon, will drop in together. So we talk quite a bit, so he knows that when I say that, I mean like they're dropping in fresh, so he knows to stun Squirrel Girl. If you don't have that same level of understanding, make sure you tell them directly who they're going to want to stun, or just explain to them what cooldowns are going to be up, and then they're going to have a better idea what to do. And I add to it Electro and Vision are in the super red to help with speed. When I say that, it means Scream's passive, it doesn't mean Carnage, because I don't know if he gets anything from that when they're that low. But anyway, we get it done. Mo goes ahead and finishes that, and then we move on to the skill nodes, and we kill it from there together. So that's how you be an unselfish teammate, guys. With that said, let's talk T4s. We'll start with Venom. I just have the special. None of them are super necessary. With the ISO Blue coming out, I'm going to want to do the basics on all of them, I believe, which is just adding it to Venom. The ultimate would help with a lot of damage. The passive is useless. For Carnage, you definitely only need the passive. The other three are luxury. I really like that ultimate. It helps set up nodes better. Make sure it's like big burst damage to help kill people. For anti-venom, you're definitely going to want all of them, guys. That's not even a question. They're just all amazing. For Scream, I like all of them. I do. She's a big source of damage. The passive is not necessary. I think it's like 5% extra heal on enemy death or on any character's death. If people are dying and it's not the enemy, you're going to be in trouble. If they are dying, you got speed meter. That extra 5% life isn't game breaking. It's not really, paving the way for you in any way. And then we got Symbiote Spider-Man. He's got absolutely everything. He's such an amazing character. Put everything on him. Put all your red promos into him. Like, yes, no, I'd bring him to 6 at least. He's so good. Anyway, guys, I hope you found that helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.